So under new management, with Jon Brady taking charge of League One strugglers Port Vale, Pete Wild and Fleetwood travel hopefully to Vale Park, having beaten Vale in cup football already this season. Hall. Energetic running from him early on. Wayne gets to it and crosses it well. Stockley not quite able to adjust, and Fleetwood tidy it up. But a promising attack from Port Vale this, and Wayne is looking very likely recalled tonight. Medley, some good long throws by him early on. Port Vale are struggling to deal with the bouncing ball here, and it bounced very nicely and invitingly for Harrison Neal, and he only hit it straight at the goalkeeper. Either side of the keeper might have been a problem. Byers. Wayne looking to combine with his left back Johnson. That's nicely played. Johnson having a look at what's on in the penalty box here. Well, he had Harrington scampering across his line. I don't know whether that was actually a shot or a misplaced cross. Nobody would have minded for Port Vale had it gone in the net. Mitchell Clark. Hall again is on the run, making things happen for Port Vale. Found his main striker, and Cole seems set to open the scoring. That's an excellent stop by Harrington. Cole has been a bit quiet early on, but he's always the kind of player who'll make an impact at some point, and very nearly did there. And the longer this first half goes, the more likely Port Vale are looking. McCann trying to run onto it. Heenan came through him, determined to win the ball, and that is a very sad end, I'm afraid, for McCann, and it might be a problem for Pete Wild and Fleetwood going forward, losing Lewis McCann to what I'm afraid to say looks a serious injury. Ched Evans is a player coming on for him. Port Vale again seeking to build it up. Byers has made a burst forward this time, and he gets to it. Byers crosses it. Oh! Ben Wayne coming in to finish it off. Can only have been a millimetre or two away here. Cole, powerful. Into the box he goes. Rather than finish it, he squares it, and he asks Jordan Shipley to come on and finish it, and Shipley obliges, and Port Vale go in front. They've looked more and more threatening as the first half has gone along. It was the two strikers, Stockley and Cole, combining, and Shipley came on from midfield confidently to drive it into the net. Neal. Been an eye-catching performance overall tonight from young Ennis. Here he goes again. He's through a couple. He's through three. What a goal that would have been for a young man who has made a few headlines for Fleetwood during his spell there already. Confident, and he's got the technique, but it's the finishing that's letting Fleetwood down tonight. Hall so persistent, and young Hoy's in a bit of trouble here. Lost his composure for a moment, the young man. Cole squares it. Johnson. He struck that one well. Fleetwood escape. He's had a good show overall, Hoy, on his FA Cup debut, but he was caught out there. So they freshened it up with some substitutes. Here's one of them, Rooney over the top. He saw the cross coming his way all the way. He's so frustrated. And another chance goes a-begging for Fleetwood. In terms of impact, Mo Farah certainly had an impact for Port Vale, and here he is again. Goodness me, that was travelling. Time is almost up. Hughes. That's promising. Virtue gets out the way of it. Ennis, Virtue! Oh, it's wide. The last chance, surely, that Fleetwood will have. I'm not sure Ennis meant to cross it, and I'm afraid Virtue ended up only clearing it. And with that, Port Vale under new management, Jon Brady, gets revenge for earlier cup defeat this season. And my goodness me, Port Vale had to work extremely hard to enjoy the fruits of victory, which they now do. And it's a rare taste of victory in what's been such a troubled season in league terms. They hope that it could somehow be the start of better days. Fleetwood battled from first to last, but they could not find a cutting edge up front. And Port Vale move on into the FA Cup fourth round with a very narrow victory. Vale 1, Fleetwood 0.